like it's out from underneath of him quite a bit, and you know as well as I do, it's hard to keep a loose race car here underneath of you. It's especially hard when you're door to door and trying to hold it off the cars or three wide.
And Gibbs is running right about where he restarted after the caution flag. Here's some radio on the 54. I'm sorry, this will be Tyler Reddick.
Brake shake, here with the steering, making it hard to turn. I believe the power steering in the shake or something. You can't steer through it.
Well, he's fallen all the way back to 26th, still on the lead lap. Kyle Busch right now is the last car on the lead lap with 4 laps to go in stage 1.
Yeah, and that 45 car and that 23 car have more problems with brake shakes than anybody I know, but hard to drive here at Bristol when you have that.
He's going to hold on with 4 to go on that lead lap, but it was close. Larson's right behind him.
Yeah, and that's really not something that you're fixing today. You know, once it gets in those rotors and into the brake pedal, you're pretty much stuck with that. You might be able to put some tape on there. Usually they're too cold.
Usually they're too cold, and running on the outside, you're going to use less brake, probably make it worse.
But a lot of times what happens is you see Denny Hamlin getting loose right there. A lot of times what happens is, you know, that pad builds up on there from it being too cold and you can't get it off.
Hamlin's had a nice drive up to 7th. He's trying to take 6th from Herbst as we come down to the last couple laps of the stage, and Kyle Busch trying to hang on to the tail end of the lead lap. Bumper tag up there in front of the leaders. They're 3 wide with everybody trying to hang on to this lead lap. One more lap.
You're right, Mike. Well, they were trying to wreck, holding on to that last of the lead lap. Woo!
So Kyle Larson gets his 8th stage win at Bristol and his first stage win of this season.
For Christopher Bell, everything's still continuing to go well for that car. That run, really good from the center off of the corner. Needed some stability from the center, or from entry to the center of the corner. And keep an eye on the 8 car as he exits at pit box here. Could be very tight with that car in the 12 Orion, playing it way looser, landing that run, and tighter in the center.
Larson and Bell win the race off pit road. Briscoe. And Denny Hamlin. Some sad news to pass along. Joe Gibbs racing engineer Matt Faulkner's son Jonas passed away peacefully in his sleep on Easter morning, ending a lifelong battle with epilepsy. Despite his health challenges, Jonas shared his passion for all things racing, go-karts, Mario Brothers, and basketball with everyone he met. Jonas Faulkner was 16. Back on the lead lap, so 28 cars on the lead lap for this restart. Denny Hamlin will line up alongside Kyle Larson as they approach the Echo Park Automotive restart zone, and the Chevy Corvette pace car ducks for cover.
Ready, green, hold on.
We haven't mentioned Denny Hamlin's name many times today, but there he is, shows up at the front of that restart right there. Chase Briscoe able to get around him, and Josh Berry now on equal tires with everybody. So that strategy really paid off for that 21 car.
We'll go back to Denny Hamlin, though. +4 for his pit crew on pit road. Them Gibbs boys have been putting a show on getting them tires on fast.
Got 2 big attaboys for stage 1. Miles Stanley and the Wood Brothers team. That strategy that's put Berry into the top 5. And Riley Herbst, who had a great qualifying run, he's hung in there in the top 7 all day.
Yeah, he's done a nice job today, qualified well, and really a lot of times that's half the battle, right? Putting yourself up at the front of these fields and being able to get that track position, but as we've gone through these pit stops.
Man, such a good day, such a good car, too. Killed it.
Oh, he just got loose right there, Clint.
When he got on the gas, car come around,
Well,
got in the wall, and
put a new tail lick on it, should be
Third caution flag of the day flies for Christopher Bell's spin down in turns 1 and 2 after contact with the wall.
How did I get here?
As we go back to green.
Well, he really had him slowed up that time, didn't he?
Well, and I think the more you can slow him up, the better, because that bottom lane, just where the banking is and how the bumps are at the bottom of the racetrack, it's hard to get those tires hooked up on those restarts to keep them from spinning, and that's why those guys give up a couple spots to pick that top lane, and it paid off for Chase Briscoe.
It's Denny Hamlin, the first car on top, with Blaney behind him. Side by side for fourth with Hocevar. Wallace in that mix now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you see Bubba Wallace right there behind his boss man there, Denny Hamlin. Bubba's been a little bit quiet today, but right there in the mix and inside the top 10, running 7th.
Just needs a clean weekend, no mistakes. Again, don't beat yourself. Martinsville was a tough one for them. Probably let his emotions get the best of him a little bit, took him out of the race and knocked him way down the points. Need to have a good solid weekend here, get some stage points, get out of here with a good finish and reestablish within these points. They're going to be so important when we get into the playoffs.
Well, and I think one thing about when you go back to Martinsville and you talk about Bubba and his situation of everything that happened, if you're honest with yourself, you can learn a lot from it. And being able to analyze those things, I had to do it a lot throughout my career, but definitely having a good day today.
Bubba and Carson Hocevar texted back and forth this week, sorted things out. Bubba says, we're good.
Well, it's easy.
And took full responsibility.
It's easier.
Put somebody's word over a text.
Yeah. It's easier to work it out that way than it is to crash into each other week after week on the racetrack.
Cost less.
Yeah.
Joey Logano trying to make the high line work off turn 2. He's got Noah Gregson in tow. And then Tyler Reddick moving on up. Chase Elliott with him as well.
Yeah, and Joey Logano is...
Oh, turn 4. 4 of them pile up together. Van Gisbergen, Nemechek, Bowman, and Todd Gilliland scoots away.